Hey everybody, it's Dan Cheney, and it's time for another Music Charts Archive show here on DJNTV. Let's go full-blown Christmas songs this week and count down the 10 most popular Christmas songs from the most recent Hot 100 chart. You know, rule changes over the years have changed the way the charts are calculated, and it's possible nowadays for holiday classics to make the charts, whereas in the past, they had a harder time. In the past, a song needed to be a physically available single to make the charts. And it also was only able to chart one time in the past. But now, with streaming being a big factor in determining chart placement, streaming holiday playlists makes it a lot easier for Christmas songs to make the charts during the holidays these years. So we'll see which holiday Christmas classics are the most popular right now, this week, on this week's edition of the Music Charts Archive Show.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Welcome to this week's Music Charts Archive Show. I'm Dan Cheney, and today I'm counting down the 10 most popular Christmas songs this week. So let's start the chart. Number 10 on our list of Christmas songs is Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes. The Ronettes was a successful girl group from the 60s produced by Phil Spector. The group was introduced into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2007, and their biggest hit was Be My Baby, which hit number 2 in 1963. Singer Ronnie Spector married Phil Spector in 1968. The song Sleigh Ride was composed in 1948 with the lyrics being added in 1950. The first recording was by Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops. The Ronettes version first appeared on the 1963 album, A Christmas Gift for You, which included Christmas songs by a variety of Phil Spector-produced artists. At number 9 is The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole. This song is often subtitled Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, but the original subtitle was actually Merry Christmas to You. It was written by Robert Wells and Mel Torme on a hot July day in 1945 in an effort to kind of stay cool by thinking cool thoughts. The Nat King Cole Trio first recorded the song in 1946 with a small string section. He made another recording in 1953 using a full orchestra conducted by Nelson Riddle. He did a stereo recording in 1961, which ultimately became the most popular and more familiar version of the song. According to BMI, the most performed Christmas song is The Christmas Song. Number 8 is Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow by Dean Martin. Singer, actor, and comedian Dean Martin broke through as a member of the comedy team Martin and Lewis with Jerry Lewis. And later, Dean Martin became a member of the original Rat Pack. He appeared in a bunch of movies, including the original Ocean's 11. As a singer, he had a couple number 1 hits. Memories Are Made of This in 1955 and Everybody Loves Somebody Sometime in 1964. Let It Snow was written in 1945 by Jewel Stein and Sammy Kahn. Martin recorded the song for his 1959 album A Winter Romance, and then again in 1966 for the Dean Martin Christmas album. Number 7 on our list this week is Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives. Singer and actor Burl Ives had a few hits in the 60s, including the song A Little Bitty Tear and A Funny Way of Laughing. As an actor, he was in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and he actually won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for the movie The Big Country. In 1964, the classic stop-motion holiday special Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer premiered, and Burl Ives, as many of you know, appears as the narrator Snowman. And in the special, he sings this song. It was released as a single later that year. Number 6 is Last Christmas by Wham. Last Christmas, written and produced by George Michael, was first released internationally in 1984, and it reached either number 1 or number 2 in over a dozen different countries at that time. But the song did not initially chart in the US because it wasn't released as a physical single here. It was included on the album Music from the Edge of Heaven. George Michael wrote the song in his childhood bedroom while visiting his parents. Wham donated the profits from Last Christmas to Ethiopian famine relief. Welcome back to this week's Music Charts Archive show. I'm Dan Cheney, and today I'm counting down the top 10 Christmas songs on the charts this week. And we're up to the top 5, and all 5 of them are in the top 10 of the Hot 100 this week. The number 5 song on our list is Feliz Navidad by José Feliciano. José Feliciano was born in Puerto Rico, and his family moved to New York when he was 5. He was born blind and took to music at an early age. He broke through in 1968 with a top 10 album called Feliciano, which contained acoustic covers of popular songs, including his very famous cover of Light My Fire. He wrote and released Feliz Navidad in 1970. The very simple Spanish lyrics translate to Merry Christmas, a prosperous year, and happiness. The 4th most popular Christmas song this week is It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams. In a long and distinguished career for Andy Williams, he charted over 40 albums and over 40 singles, and 9 of those singles made the top 10. It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year was written in 1963 by Edward Pola and George Weil and recorded that same year for Williams' Christmas album, aptly titled The Andy Williams Christmas Album. The record company did not initially promote this song, choosing instead to promote his cover of White Christmas from the album. And that cover of White Christmas ended up not charting at all. The 3rd most popular Christmas song this week is Jingle Bell Rock by Bobby Helms. If you know the name Bobby Helms at all, you probably only know him as the singer of this song, but he actually had 2 #1 country hits in 1957. They were called Fraulein and My Special Angel, and My Special Angel was also a top 10 pop hit back then. Helms recorded Jingle Bell Rock also in 1957, and back then it peaked at number 6. He recorded the song multiple times, and the song re-entered the chart several times with those multiple recordings. Joe Beal and Jim Booth are credited with writing the song, but Helms and his session guitarist Hank Garland long have disputed this. They did get a song from Beal and Booth, they said, but didn't like it and claimed that they kind of pretty much rewrote the entire song and came up with something brand new. Number 2 on our list is Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. Brenda Lee charted a whole bunch of singles back in the 60s, including 2 #1 songs, I'm Sorry and I Want to Be Wanted. Only Elvis, the Beatles, and Ray Charles charted more singles in the 60s than Brenda Lee. She's 4'9" and got the nickname Little Miss Dynamite. Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree was written by Johnny Marks, who wrote other Christmas standards like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Holly Jolly Christmas that we heard earlier. Brenda Lee recorded the song in 1958 when she was only around 13 years old. Like Jingle Bell Rock, this song also features Hank Garland on guitar. And number 1 is All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. This song being number 1 is probably no surprise to anyone, and it is in fact the #1 song in the entire US this week, as it was a year ago. Last year, Carey and her team promoted the heck out of the song on its 25th anniversary, and that effort helped to make the song #1. It became her 19th #1 song, which is the 2nd most #1 songs in history, just one behind the Beatles, who have 20. A bunch of chart rule changes over the year helped the song ultimately hit the top of the chart. Mariah Carey was initially apprehensive about recording the song back in the 90s. She thought that it wasn't wise to put out a Christmas album during basically the peak of your career. It was something she thought that artists typically did near the end of their career. Well, it seemed to have worked out pretty well for her. Well, there you have it. Those are the 10 most popular Christmas songs in the U.S. this week, right now, as we speak. Please give the video a thumbs up and let me know which song is your favorite. I think I'm going to have to go with Nat King Cole's The Christmas Song. And I'm personally kind of tired of All I Want for Christmas Is You. This has been Dan Cheney for the Music Charts Archive Show. Be sure to join me again next week for another Top 10 list right here on DJNTV.